Salutation. Cheer. Friend. Rodent. Countryman. Lend-moi thine. Hello. 'Tis your buddy girl bear, Sapphire Smoky, here to bring you this new installment, this most recent installment, Late Night Edition. Not quite Twilight Night Owl, but pretty late night edition of the Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible Tournament. Starisms versus Maniacal. Alternative Winners Bracket Round 3, Match 2. Our hash has for us 4 5-letter enemies. So if you're a superstitious sort, this could look promising. A waving thingamajigger who's a mawachits. Oh, it's an ouch seed, though. A spiky snail. A floating pancake, and a googly golden-eyed crawler. Okay, Dark has dropped the gate, the rats have been released, there's the countdown, and the gun has been shot. Obligatory little delay. Things to get on over to the stream. We are nicely cropped, we are ready to roll, and let's see what sort of a seed we get this time. Predictions. On items, outcomes, anything. Get 'em in. Spam things. Pluff. GL. GL to everything. And Stars takes a 5-second head start on Maniacal. Just joshing. Sort of thing they might feel they might have needed a bit, to be fair, but pulls a successful, nice moonfall on down both rooms. The ice cream pizza massage parlor and the climb, and I see an advertisement on Maniacal's side. Interesting. And we cut back to Maniacal, as we have located some high jump booties. Stars' side. Looks like Maniacal's timer will need to be recropped, but in the meantime, it appears he is now caught up to the point where Starisms is, and oh, they look to be synced, and we've got validation at the far right. Just in the Christmas tree there, just past the chimney, we have got a spling ball. Stars, having just a bit of a struggle with that morph ball, even though they both have high jump, both paying early homage to Wild Anaconda. Construction Zone holding the early first missiles. Maniacal with a door transition mock ball. Really impressive. And switching spots to Ghost Wizard. You'll want to get on things. Unless you already are, and maybe the key is messed up or something. Or maybe it's just delaying for a bit. But anywho, we have Morph, we have High Jump, we have Spring Ball, or this is rapidly approaching now, Summer Ball, and a pack of missiles. Or as non-American, or if you're non-American, missiles. Phoenix down. Greetings. Welcome, thank you for coming. Maniacal's next stop will be pretty self-explanatory. Oh, we missed that mock ball down into Alcatraz. But we have got just enough ammunition to pay a call on Bomb Chozo, which should probably be power bombs, and it is. Just remaining one more Bomb Chozo time. Right. Maniacal now has a couple things he can go and check. As is usually the case with these seeds runners doing any percent SMRAT, he will probably go down to Cavity Dental and then back up to the Terminator. He's, and he's pulling a Smokey there, really struggling with the Alcatraz escape, actually. Maybe he has a harder time doing that with high jump. I actually have an easier time doing it with high jump. But, allowing Stars to, make up a little distance on him. Little ground, and Maniacal, as predicted, is indeed going to Dental, so Stars makes it up Alcatraz first try, and are going right to Terminator. Not even bothering with the root canal. We spy with our little eyes our first energy tank. Oh, and our first super pack down there at Terminator, courtesy of Starisms. I'm gonna bring Stars into the tumbler, Maniacal back up to the top of the parlor. And we've got missiles and E-Tank number 2. Right side missiles. Oh. Stars decide to take out a little aggression there with firing a super right into that last pirate. Yes, Phoenix, in my older days, which would have been about 2 months ago, I would have gone, with 5 power bombs, I'd have gone all the way down to Billy Mays and cleared that out, and the rest of the Blue Bryn Star as well, and Old Mother Brain, and then would have had to come back up to the ship to refill if I still only had 5 PBs, but there's our third E-Tank at Bryn Reverse. That's 3-0. It's gonna, as well as an X-ray scope. Wait, there's more, says Ron Popeil. Order now and you get this free snazzy thing that lets you see through stuff. Order now, and we'll throw in a smoky wave beam, which will let you shoot through stuff. Ron Popeil missiles and early supers are both Neller, as are the early supers ground floor missiles. Wizard of Ghosts is here. He is looking at that map, the directory, and the mall again. Tells him his positioning. Is our next destination going to be the Etacoons? So Stars lets that last B-Tom hang on them. Oh, and they drop through the trapdoor. Ouch. That's gonna eat up a little more time, as they will want to know what these items are. And probably, since they got supers before this, the item behind there will probably just turn out to be crap, but maybe not. Stars finally employing my wise advice of the just PBs at the Etacoon supers. My advice of the using the power bombs in the D-boost tutorial to blow away the Zebos and B-Toms. And, oh, Stars breaking out of the spin jump just before reaching the little power bomb pocket at the top. Finding missiles, so just one more pack of each kind of ammo being provided by the Edacoons. Edacoons want Samus to be prepared, and Stars fell through the trapdoor, so they're going to head back through the bottom of the shaft once more. Say another quick hello to the Beatom leeches, let them suck away a little more of their blood. As Maniacal is going to adjourn to the Decora Dance Hall. No one can visit, frolic with, spark with, and or free the Decora right now. Speed has yet to show up. And there are seeds here and there, more common than one may realize, in which speed may not show up at all. Maniacal nicely disposing of the two giant hoppers on top of Mission Impossible, which is disappointingly non-vanilla. So a missile back. Oh, Maniacal goes for the impossible strat, but the block respawns on him. Just out of time. So he's going to drop on down. Oh, an unmorph before hitting the ground there. Nice strat. He's going to move into position to get the backdoor Spo, and that'll be Maniacal's next stop. Stars is going to want to watch it here. They are at... if they're going to visit any giant hoppers. Well, actually, they're going to want to watch it anyway. Just vanilla Spo supers. Big surprise there. Yeah, I agree with this call here. Stars is going to stop and farm a little first to be on the safer side of things. Nice D-boost off the Zeb from Maniacal down there in the secret garden. That'll bring him back into Lombard Street, aka Big Pink, and he's going to roll into the Wave Gate. This check is free for most with high jump. Some find it more difficult to do without high jump. I do not fall into that category. And it's just missiles at the Wave Gate. Maniacal has no time for that falderall. Stars, in the meantime though, has another nice D-boost from Maniacal. Stars has time for this falderall, heading off into the Mission Impossible region, collecting those missiles at Big Pink mid. And Big Pink low missiles, or charge missiles, is supers, which Maniacal picks up along with the 4th E-Tank total, his 3rd at Charge Beam, giving us a count of 4 and 0. Stars putting that validation item to good use. Oh! Maniacal getting clipped by a Giga, just as he was trying to stumble off that ledge. Picks up 5 more grandiose supers in the Sonic the Hedgehog room, the Sonic debut level. And he's going to adjourn to the new bridge. Logical next room, as this is not any sort of a door or route rando. And being that that is still the case, we are going to drop into the Crimson Tower. Alright, Maniacal goes straight down, as Stars comes straight back out. Stars hopping into the Wave Gate are going to be similarly disappointed by what they find here, as Maniacal is showing us our next check we haven't gotten yet. It's Spazer, and it's just more missiles. Equally disappointing. Equally deflating. Equally downletting. Maniacal wipes out the Cack Attack with a missile, claims that super drop. Runs straight on through the power glass. As Stars still a little short on energy. Again, takes a hit from the hoppers coming back down the wave gate, dropping them back beneath 100 energy again. As Maniacal has plowed on through the wrecking ball into the warehouse. It's going to meet up with one particular Kraid. Oh, shout out to Nintended Strats using the scope to scope out what's behind the wall at Kraid's missiles. It's more vanilla badness, which is certainly a good thing he was able to do that, as he is down to 2 power bombs. It's a nice D-boost across the corpse room to the Ghidorah, and he's in. Stars, acquisition of the Green Hill Zone supers, the Bryn Stairs, and is Stars... Oh, we've got some Divergent Stars is gonna go reverse meme route. Indeed, Phoenix, this will be pretty interesting. Perhaps find something really valuable here in Blue Bryn or Old Mother Brain. Maniacal. Not offering Kraid a dance this time. Oh, but picking up taking up a Picklish beam behind Kraid at the Varia suit. Stars is gonna show us what's over here at Billy Mays, past the Christmas tree and the rock illusion. As Maniacal's back through the piracy prison, kills all 4 baddies once more. Stars are going to have just enough power bombs to do this and get back out, unless one of the Billy Mays items is power bombs. Speaking of power bombs, it was probably the item that Stars wanted right there. Maniacal getting more power bombs at Kraid's E-Tank, and Stars, oh, nice, does the jump into the rock illusion room with high jump and morphs in time to get safely up onto the invisible bridge, finding supers. But wait, there are more supers. Order now, we'll give you 5 more for free. We always give you 2 of everything in infomercials, because we really have to get rid of this crap. Maniacal is back through the dive. Stars is back down the chimney. Alright. Maniacal's next check will be X-Ray, now with the pickup of a certain grappling beam. He is going to wipe the fire fleas out of his way, pick up these PP drops. Indeed, Phoenix. Grapple opens a few things for Maniacal at this point. As you were with me this morning and you saw that Varia seed, Whoa, okay. There's a swimsuit. Big ups for Maniacal now. Having gotten, did Stars check the Old Mother Brain item? Oh, no, they can't. That's right, they're out of power bombs. Oh, bummer. Okay. Maniacal has picked up a gravity suit. Still will not protect them against these spikes, but he'll just get back across the same way with the grappling beam. As I was saying, Phoenix, you were with me for some of the run I was doing this morning with that Varia seed, in which grapple could have been a requirement for something else had it been forced upon me, i.e. suitless Meridia, which fortunately was not the case. Yep, looking like Kraid was certainly the play, and Maniacal is going straight back down. It looks like Meridia is in his immediate future. Stars returning to the ship for a refill. And it's a save, and we are making the play to Gauntlet with 10 power bombs. Gauntlet will be no problem. Shout out to Fry Guy, as always. Stars, these wall jumps are not the easiest for Stars to do, at least with high jump on, so off they go. As Maniacal climbs Main Street, finds an unattainable space jump at Main Street. Speed locked. And an E-Tank at the Sizer Crab Supers. He has 5 total. I know. Okay. Maniacal is going to drop by the daycare center here. I just made up I just made that up on the spot. I kind of like it, even though this is apparently a mother and her children, not a daycare provider. But yeah, that's reverse tank at Gauntlet E-Tank. There is just ammo at Mama, giving us 5 and 1. And how's Maniacal going to approach Everest here? He's probably going to do some gravity jumps. Stars, meanwhile, is going east. Stars not having... Oh, Maniacal's going to get the next E-Tank here. And perhaps they just want to check on the mode item, but Stars not having grapple, and not having been to Kraid, just wanted to see what that item was. And so... Oh, wait a minute. What is Stars doing? Stars? Okay, Stars are heading back down. I'm going to say, are Stars going to pull off something wild like a CWJ over? But, nope. Instead, going to show us some more checks we have not yet seen at Alphas and Betas in the east wing of the Red Tower. As predicted, Maniacal has indeed pulled off 2 more very nice gravity jumps. Stars is rolling on into Alphas and Betas, as Maniacal is also rolling on into a region that normally has 3 miners of its own. Okay, there's a nice Mimi Beamy, Dream Beam, the Team Beam, the Scheme and Stream Beam, Spazzer. Maniacal, not quite so fortunate, finding supers at the beach. Heading up and around to the watering hole next, as Starisms drops down to alphas. Oh, a 6th E-Tank at the watering hole missiles. And we get just more ammo at alphas for Stars. Stars will want the supers. I highly doubt they'll pick up the missiles. They already have 35 missiles. That's way more than enough. Yep. And getting a nice deboost off the Boyons to get back to the door and avoid being nommed. And for things to be... You see that? Let's see where Maniacal adjourns next. Maniacal's a pretty advanced sort. He might actually do the yard clip in the aqueduct here for these 2 items. He's going to grab the aqueduct save. And Stars, returning back to the main Crimson Shaft, the tower, all the way down, not giving a shout out to Sloters, just rolling right on into the dive there, and impressively knocking out those 2 without taking any damage, but then taking a little damage on the thorny spikes. There's more disappointment waiting for them at the Spacer location, as Maniacal drops down the west side sandpit, aka the reverse tank sandpit, and just finds ammo in it. Well, that's why he grabbed the save. That's an automatic reset. Stars working their way along. This seems like a bit of a tedious seed thus far, having to go to Kraid to get grapple, then all the way back up and back to X-ray to get gravity, unless Varia is right there at high jump. Or unless Speed is at high jump and Varia is at Bubble Mountain. I would rather have Speed for the acquisition as well of that space jump at Main Street. Alright, time for Maniacal to check out the east side sand pit. Find supers. And supers. And he doesn't want them. And this time, he's going to head on down, and I do believe we will see a Shacktool check. Nice D-boost there once more off the Ever spiky balls. Shacktool check hype. Now, oh, sweet jump. Maniacal getting right in there with the high jump boots off the sand. What I believe I've learned is the trick about the sand there is you don't want to turn around just as you're landing on the sand, or you'll sink and fall through it. You know, Melodia, it's a real possibility. So, Ghost, you'll want to slam your finger down on that Shacktool button on Maniacal's side, as Stars decide to be chivalrous and take Kraid to a little prom-like dance-type thingy who's a merchant's bob. And that didn't last long. One fast dance, very brief, and Stars sit him right back down. What has Shacktool got for us? Shacktool got for us power bombs. And that's a reset. Maniacal is not interested in that nonsense neither. Stars acquiring their own tickle beam. Taking 16 damage a pop off the Kraid spikes, as well as the Red Tower spikes. Red Tower thorny spikes. Still nothing compared to the 60 on the more dangerous spikes. So, that's, yep. That's an exit for Maniacal. He can really do nothing. Well, if he wanted to do the Yard Clip and Aqueduct, he could have checked out those items, but while one of the Aqueduct items could have been Speed, I don't believe either of them could have been Ice. I'm sorry. I don't believe either of them could have been Speed, is what I meant to say. Sometimes my mind gets ahead of itself. I think faster than I speak. It's Maniacal's turn to check out the Alphas and Betas items. He is going to find more ammo down here, and a Spaz-like beam upstairs. So, looks like no highway this time. Stars pop on down for a look at the high jump area, finding ammo, and an E-Tank, which they will gladly pick up. Came in a nice handy spot for them. 7 and 1. Yeah, I agree, Phoenix. And I was also a little surprised when he skipped the supers as well as the ones he found at the East Sand Pit, but then he also wanted to check Shacktool, and Shacktool didn't have anything good, so it was just a reset from that point, so those supers wouldn't have helped, would have been just more wasted time. Vanilla Missiles at Croc's Escape. He knows where Charge is. That's right, he's just delaying it to toy with us. To toy with our emotions, as it were. Now, Maniacal will be able to check out some uncharted territory where Stars were not able to go earlier, and with the grab suit, misses that last grapple, but can just wall jump right back out. And we're going to have a peek at the ocean item down here. It's going to be more power bombs. Maniacal says, screw you. I don't need... Well, I'm sure he'd like to be able to say screw you to things, but he doesn't have that item yet. Does not have Phoenix validation. As a matter of fact, the only validation they have is regular validation. It was handed to them on a silver platter as soon as they started. Yay, Maniacal is into the ship, to the main vessel, checking. Oh, finding just a reverse tank at the dead missiles. This could be bad for Stars. They have skipped the X-ray check. That is not good, as we know, and get nommed on top of it. I would have to, for the moment, chalk it up to absent-mindedness. I really don't have any other explanation. It worries me, quite frankly, but, you know, I would speculate that having collected grapple, their mind was on and get wrecked ship, and so that's what they just had in mind since they saw it. Yeah, that's and that was an executive decision by our pal Rumblements, who made the tracker we are using now. Not to include Grapple and X-Ray, as they are included on the game's indigenous tracker. So do I, Phoenix, so do I. And Stars getting that last grapple, which is good, as they do not have gravity. Excuse me, they do not have gravity. And that is a dead ghost? Or would it be undead ghost for Maniacal? Maniacal collecting all of Fantoon's drops. Exiting that room to return to the bilge. And what fun surprises await us in the wrecked ship? Or what not so fun surprises? Right. Maniacal has, well, yeah. He has to resort to ammunition to wipe out those two bowls, but that's okay. They will always give you power bomb drops back. Speaking of power bombs, oh, Maniacal, okay, on second thought decides, hey, wait a minute, maybe I do want those, so collecting power bombs at Eastside Super Missiles. So, forgive my tongue clucking. It's something I've started doing a little more often lately. And a missile into that blue door, fine. Okay! Suit mode. Yes, this, that alone makes it a pretty stacked ship, even if the rest of this is nothing but garbage. So, Maniacal is not gonna worry about anything else in here. He's going to either bank on finding charge in its SMRAT vanilla location, or commit to chargeless. He's azuring right out of here, not even checking the E-tank item. Well, there you see what you did there, Link. You managed to make it pop up telepathically. That's very true, Kenny. Good point as well. I cannot yet go visit my other girl bear bunny person in her little alcove hideout hidey hole thing. The item set they have now, but I don't think that's going to bother them too much. Now, Stars, unlike Maniacal, after finding Varia, I doubt they will be quite so bold as to, closing out the fight with 62 health. doubt they will be so bold as to skip the entire rest of the wrecked ship. Stars did indeed check the high jump area, Phoenix. Found an E-tank and some ammo down there. Missiles and supers, I believe it was. And they collected the E-tank, which was good for them. It was their third one. Oh, Maniacal gets yapped. Gets mauled. Alright. Maniacal still lacking ice and speed, so his next stop is going to have to be Norfair. He's still not able to get space jump either, even though he knows where it is. So he's going to do either a grav jump or a lava dive down here. Oh, that is true. Good call, Phoenix. Speed is required to get space jump. Logically, space jump is required to get into lower Norfair. Oh, Maniacal is actually making a couple of other checks here first. As he doesn't want to go straight on down to Ridley, he wants to see what we've got at ice. See if it's, nope. No ice baby here, just an 8th E-tank. Giving us a revised count of 8 and 2. Stars, yeah, especially Stars does not have gravity yet, does not know where it is. They are... Yep, they are indeed going to grab a save, even though, well, even though the Spiky Room of Death just got safer with the acquisition of that suit, it's still not totally safe, not by a long shot. The Xans, which are enemies, Stars, you can make that jump with high jump. Oh, okay, they wanted to farm the atomics there. The Xans will still do 100 damage with only the Varia suit. Oh, getting trolled by the ball in the sponge bath. No problem whatsoever. Let's see what Michael elects to do. We know he's going to find nothing life-altering here in the high jump room, or can room, or boots. Star is already making one check. Maniacal neglected. Making the E-tank check, and probably the rest of them will probably go through and clear out. Oh, just supers. Stars do not want that. Stars do not want to bother with that nonsense. So, still missing a number of things as they are, and also not having all the info Maniacal has, i.e. space jump, for instance, and gravity. I figure they're gonna go clear out the rest of wrecked ship. Maniacal just turning on the Nintendo visor and seeing vanilla cathedral missiles. Sigh, major disappointment. Okay. With the item set he has, Maniacal can make all of these Bubble Mountain checks. And it looks like he probably is. He's going to find supers here. He's going to pick them up, which I like, especially if he's thinking about doing official chargeless. He's got gravity, so he doesn't even have to worry about being halted in his tracks or hindered by this pesky, viscous upper Norfair lava. Just supers at the nuclear hub attic, and just more missiles, and more missiles still at Norfair reverse. Ice and speed are in wrecked ship. That would be pretty insane. There are a very limited number of spots to check in the wrecked ship. At this point, they can only be in 3 more locations, those being the bowling alley locations. Oh, Stars taking some more damage off the attic key hunters. Alright. Stars are going to make a backstage check play on the reverse item. Oh, a nice hopping over the speed podiums there. They're going to find power bombs at the wrecked ship reverse. As Maniacal picks up a helpful item right there at speed. An attack of screwing. Doesn't enjoy a good screw. Stars locates missiles at the... Oh. Okay, this is interesting. Locating missiles at the crater maze and not checking the sky item. Not checking bowling alley either. Yeah, that's odd, Ghost. I just noticed that now as you pointed it out. It's especially odd because Stars started out with a 5-second head start. Watch the sizers, Stars. They'll wipe you out with one more hit. Yep. Okay, I still see Stars going. I think, oh, Dark has frozen Maniacal's... Okay, well, if he was evening it out there, Huh. Maybe Maniacal's stream just legitimately froze, but he found another E-Tank here at the Wave Missiles. That gives us a count of 9 and 2. And another E-Tank at Wave Beam. Give us a count of 10 and 2. Stars, okay, good call by Stars here, filling up, paying homage to Sloters. And, yeah, I guess something in the, restream tool reset there, and, when that happens, you, unfortunately, we tend to lose the cropping. Not that I have a great deal of experience with this, and since Maniacal's stream is weirdly cropped like this, I did not see what the Bubble Mountain item it is, but it looks like something good. He's going back to get it. Okay, it's supers. Yeah, I can understand him wanting those. Well, alright. Stars are gonna pop on down to Norfair. Got the Sloters refill, but still skipped the X-ray check. Oh, golly. That is not looking great. Maniacal, actually maybe, visiting a certain 8-eyed Gerber baby down here. Yeah, it is indeed looking like it. So as soon as we see him, yep, he's got super selected. As soon as we see him drop through that green door, get the emotes in. Oh, he's gonna save first. Stars collecting the ice E-Tank, putting them at 4. Okay, there's a recrop on Maniacal's. No? No faith? Well, let's see how important spirituality is to thee, Maniacal. Yes, and we just saw... Okay, maybe he just wanted to see what the escape item was over here. Super is at the crumble shaft. Stars saying, okay, I'll remember those are there. Not gonna get them right now. Here we go. Now we can get the emotes in there. Alright, Maniacal is keeping some faith. Stars roll on back through the Ice Palace entrance to Business Center, through to Cathedral. Where is the speed booster? That's what I'd like to know. I've had runs die to grog myself true for. I think we all have in our days as beginners. Don't feel bad about it. Not that I was accusing you of such. Maniacal finds nothing but Hamburg at Croc. Is not Not intrigued in the slightest. Has no use for sliders right now. Alright. Stars, pull on through to Bubble Mountain. We already saw what all these checks are, courtesy of the Maniac. So, we'll see which ones they elect to choose and keep, which ones they do not, and Maniacal is going to spy more supers at Croc's PBs. Okay, Stars with the screw attack. Nice find. Maniacal with a cosine mock ball. And more supers. So that puts him at 3065. He's getting pretty close to ammo go mode. Not, at least not quite at this moment, Owl. Alright, see if Stars elects for any more Mount Bubbles checks. So nice first try. Try Green Gate Glitch from Maniacal to head around back here. And check out what's at the grapple meme spot. Just more supers. He's gonna get them, 3070. I believe that puts him just barely in ammo go mode. Stars going to find not one, but two, count them two, for the price of one, E-Techs at the wave spots. And they are going to collect them both. They are going to get two. Ah, Maniacal. Master of the mock balls today. Mock, yeah. Ing, yeah. Bird, yeah. Ball, yeah. I didn't think we saw what the Indiana Jones item was, but if you did, Phoenix, my imaginary hat off to you. Stars going for the reverse checks. No, this is going to be disappointment. Just two missile packs at the back here, and Maniacal is heading on down. We're heading on down into the Hell Ruins. We're on the highway to hell. Oh, yeah, okay, so we don't know what the Indy Jones item was. That still could have been something interesting. How trolly would it be if that was speed? And they had to get bombs somewhere else, then come back and bomb jump for speed, then go back to Meridia for space jump. That is, if they wanted all those items. Which could be forced here in SMRAT, is you have to be able to bomb jump to do things in this logic. Speed. Oh, yes, you are correct, Melodia. Speed will not be down here. Space jump is speed locked. Everyone is winning because the Smoke Mistress is on comms. Yeah, technically, I suppose Indy Jones does with grapple, but I have never been able to get over there with nothing but grapple and get that item. Alright. Worst room in the game, not really being so terribly awful with the major help of Screw Attack, which, as many have noted, really shines down here in its natural habitat, which is why they give it to you down here in the vanilla game. Stars making the identical play on the Krogmeister. Stars still at quite the little disadvantage. Oh, there's some community loyalty from Maniacal. Finding just power bombs at the SMRAT missiles. And a nice amphitheater descent, avoiding all the pirates. Let's see, Stars is going to patiently wait, tap their foot, waiting for the skeletal, spooky mire to blow down this wall of spikes. Allow us to proceed. Maniacal flips on down Santo Poco, wiping out some of the amigos. Could be, Link. We did not see Bowling Alley on either side. Both of them totally skipped it. Yeah, how interesting would that be? Maniacal's going to be semi-shameful for a moment. No, he is going to be shameful. He's going to get these additional supers for 3075, putting him in only better and better shape all the time. So Ridley could be holding the Ridley beam, or he could be holding Ridley bombs, or something else altogether that's not helpful at all, but probably one of those two items if SMRAT history is any indication. Oh, Star's getting bopped about a little bit by the Puyos. Which, this room is, I believe, the only place Puyos appear in Norfair. And the waterway is the only room in which they appear in Brinstar. Yeah, Maniacal did not go anywhere near Screw GT either. We don't know what's there. And he's into his third boss fight, a Dragon Pterodactyl Pelican. Name. Didn't see Indiana Jones courtesy of Stars either. They also did the G3 to get to grapple. They're also going to pop and bop on through the cosine room. Get more supers over there. And Maniacal is going to have a check on the Riddler's item. And it's bombs. I knew it was one of those. Well, Ridley having regular bombs. Not a bad thing. Not a nice thing to have around in a couple of instances, a couple of different circumstances. And Maniacal, by this point, I think, has really committed to chargeless. He's going to farm up a good bit on these critters in Broil Farms, getting his power bomb drops off the Violas, which which there are only 5 of in that room, but the Zebos spawn infinitely, as everyone knows. If we begged you, would you share that theory with us, Ashter? Maniacal is back through the wasteland, probably missing that speed booster right about now. And Stars is going to do the same. Is going to head on through the room, which is weirdly known as the Acid Snakes room. Originally, even though that room contains neither acid nor snakes. Oh yeah, that's pretty elementary. Pretty... I didn't mean to use the word elementary there. Pretty logical. Does make some sense. E-tank number 11 at Firefleet, giving us 11 and 2. And stars are going for the lava dive. Oh, missing the wall jump off the left wall Namahe there. But getting the wall jump... Oh, gotta let that delay a little more, and... Okay, didn't look like they were gonna make that for... Varia, Melodia, was at the wrecked ship West Side Super Missiles. Speaking of super missiles, Maniacal finding some more of them over here at the Alkun Hadarubi missiles. And Maniacal... Oh, perhaps while I was watching Stars do the lava dive, I missed what was over here in the jail. But it looked like it was something good, so Maniacal's going to go get it. It's ice! No wonder he wanted it. Ice is nice. Ice scream, you scream. Stars is also not checking screw attack. That does indeed put Maniacal in official go mode. He can now make it to Batwoon, Dragon, and go straight to Torian from there, after a ship refill. Oh, he's... Oh, Stars taking a death, which is a very real thing down here in LN, especially given how much health they had left over the after the lava dive. But yes, that's why that save is right there beside the elevator, and X getting in its way, Ray, showing why it's kind of known as that on Maniacal's side. Yeah. It's, they. Stars go by they, so I also try to conjugate their verbs accordingly. I don't succeed with that all the time, but... Indeed, Link, all the pirates and key hunters, and Namahe Flames all do a full E-tank worth of damage with only Varia, and the Mega Deskigas will do 80. And if you have gravity, it's 50 and 40. So Maniacal is out of here. Okay. He's going to do an ice clip up to Batwoon. Oh, Stars, please! Stars, PLS. Right. We didn't see the sky missiles checked either. So, oh, Stars, that's... Stars, you have screw attack. That was less than desirable to blow out that entire ledge. That's all crumble blocks underneath that, except for the very left side. So, you're... Yeah. Okay, nice jump. You could have done that with the spring ball too, but nice timing. And, ooh, pausing to play with a bit of fire there, wiping out that top pirate once more as Maniacal resumes his gravity jumps. Uh-oh, that is not good on Star's side. Oh, taking the hit from the pirate again. Pirate Beam with 99 energy. No comments or anything in SR. Star's hesitating a bit now. They might be starting to lose some courage. But Maniacal just wall jumping straight on up the aqueduct. Yeah, Shrimp, that surprised me a little bit too, quite frankly. But by this point, they might be feeling like they're behind. So might be feeling like they can't afford to make the play to GT. There's a Mock Droid Ice Clip on Maniacal's side. And he is going to do battle with a Sea Snack here, Erie. A regular blend of 10 supers. Nicely done. Well, yes, I'm with you there, Link, and it looks like Stars is indeed, after all, now checking GT and Screw, and/or just missiles at Botwoon, and Maniacal almost kinda has to pick them up. Wouldn't say he strictly has to, but... Hello, beautiful! Stars... Smoky Validate. Negatory few moments. Yes. Gravity cannot be down here in Lower Norfair. And, yes, Stars might have also wanted that health refill as well. And Stars, you need, you also need Speed Booster, unfortunately, to do that jump. I keep saying these things as if they can actually hear me. But, and, okay. Well, there's a reverse tank at GT's supers. And just supers at the GT missiles, so... Oh no! Oh, Stars. Well, alright, that'll do it for, no, Maniacal not actually going for a gravity jump out of the Sizzler here, Dragon's room. Oh! He missed the last bomb jump. Okay, now he's going for the gravity jump. Nicely done. Yeah, really can't blame them for that, Kenny. As a matter of fact, I don't think they would have actually had a way out of there. They don't have space, they don't have speed, they don't have bombs. It might not have actually been possible for them to have gotten out of there. So, bummer. Ooh. Yikes, Star's taking a lot of damage again. This little moonfall from Maniacal down the Halfy Climb room, or the Alm room. Wall jump out? Well, out of the screw attack room? I don't think so. If you mean from the refill room door, you also need speed for that. Oh, Spring Ball! Oh, you are right. Yeah, they could have gotten out with Spring Ball. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, you also need speed to do that jump out of there, Dark. Stars still playing it a little dangerous here, still playing a little fast and loose, not that they have that much choice in the meta. Yikes, thank goodness for that screw attack, or they would have died again. Right. Okay, well, this looks more promising now. They're getting square hits on the pirates, wiping in the amphitheater, wiping them out one by one. And just getting small health drops, still in death range. Okay, no longer in death range, that's good. But Maniacal, meanwhile, is on the... Oops, missed that grapple. Maniacal is on the way straight out of here. Maniacal is going to do one more grav jump to get on out, and Stars are going to be quite happy to see an E-Tank down here at Fireflies. The other option, if this was not an E-tank, would be that Stars could come back and farm these Firefleas a number of times, and then Crystal Flash. No check behind Dragon. So Maniacal is out. Maniacal is out of the shaft, drying off, still dripping, making a lot of wet Samus footprints through that red tower. And probably up here on the elevator too. Gets very, very damp down there in the Meridian depths. Well, Maniacal is going to jump on the ship and grab a refill right here. He kind of has to. He has committed to full chargeless. Maniacal, also worth noting, has taken the first game between these two. It's looking like this one is probably his to lose as well at the moment. Thanks very much, Nightbot, for excluding me once more. Nightbot does not care for the Smoke Mistress' presence. Hello, Garfield. Once more. Alright. Maniacal is on down and into the void. Into the void, into the gallery. And he's down. Stars is in the dojo, is working way towards the Pelican. Swipes out a couple of silver dojo pirates, silver and gold. Thank you, Dark. It's very kind of thee. Perhaps Nightbot detects you saying those things about it, gets its feelings hurt, and that... It's a vicious circle. Now, Maniacal's clearing Metroid rooms one by one. I've located where the smoky beam was in this seat, but unfortunately, neither runner is getting out with it. Stars might be feeling a little less than fortunate about that. but then again, they have a lot on their plate as is, and enough to contend with. Maniacal, not going for a baby skip, damaging himself down on the hopper. Taking a good lot of damage from it. Stars with a pretty decent Ridley fight, missed a super or 3, but that will do it. Ridley is down. Yes. What T. Stein said, Shrimp. And Stars collect their bombs. Maniacal collects his energy. You can just imagine being totally drained of energy, then running into that refill station, hooking yourself up to it, and what must it feel like to just be totally re-energized in the blink of an eye like that? Must feel pretty amazing and like borderline things I cannot talk about in a stream. It's true, Phoenix. X-Ray actually had something totally worthwhile this time. I have never seen Stars do suitless Meridia, but that does not mean they can't. I'm sure they're just wondering where it is at this point. They know they still have a couple more Lower Norfair spots to check, as well as that one more pesky nagging one in the pantry, Indiana Jones. A fight commences between SA and MB. Maniacal came in here. No more than enough supers to take care of this. And should be reaching the catch-up phase right about there. And that'll do it. Maniacal is through. Damages himself down to 353. Does not pull a Leodox, thankfully. And Maniacal now gets to sit and wait out a nice little cutscene. Give himself a breather. Speaking of which, I have given you no beverage ASMR yet, this commentary. So here you go. Well, we'll go stuff. According to the deductions of Phoenix Down, it's in the bowling area somewhere, or the adjacent criteria sky item. We know it's not at the crater maze item, because Stars checked that. It was just vanilla missiles. And yes, Stars also checked Wrecked Ship Reverse, which, if memory serves, was cheeseburger sliders. And we don't need to deal with that kind of falderall right now. Stars gonna wanna continue to be careful here. Okay, they're good. They're out. As much as Screw Attack is amazing for all those enemies and things, sometimes, especially if you don't have high jump, sometimes Screw Attack is less than totally reliable. You have to wall jump with it, your invincibility frames will take a breather for a second. And yes, as we established, no speed, so Maniacal has to go around the way. Stars find themselves back in Bubble Mountain. They're going to return through the cathedral. Ghost, as much as it pains me to say it, you have to remove Wave from Star's tracker. They got that at Screw, but then they reset, so they don't actually have it. But yeah, if they did manage to keep it, then they could go do the new tech in the BTOM Speedway Great Wall Penetrator. Maniacal has returned to the climb. Maniacal in SRL, this seed. Stars, you are not wrong. Maniacal. Okay. Maniacal comes in first place. 1 hour, 11 minutes, 49 seconds. Stars forfeits. Unfortunately. But GG to both. Looks like they're going to join me presently to exchange a few words. And in the meantime, Stars Samus to stare at us intently and ominously on top of the Brinstar Norfair elevator. I agree, T-Stein. It's very... Stars. Welcome.
Hey, Smokey. Oh, this seed was rough.
Yes. Anything you'd like to know right off the bat?
Well, once we cleared out Bubble Mountain and Croc, or what we could see of Croc anyway, we knew we missed something big, and it's either after Bowler in the wreck ship, or it could be at First Missiles, Climb Supers, Waterway, or Old Mother Brain.
You left out X-Ray, as it turns out. X-Ray
So,
had
like,
gravity suit.
Not like this. We hate checking X-ray. We didn't even think to do it.
You skipped it twice, unfortunately. Once on the way down, once on the way up. It cost...
It cost me everything.
Yeah, feels bad, girl.
We spent a lot of time at our Norfair trying to get through.
Well,
once we were down there though, and we cleared out, of our Norfair, we knew that it was probably over, and so we're just gonna do a gravity-less lower Norfair and have fun with that.
Well, cheers to you for making it through lower Norfair without gravity. That's something that not everybody is really great at. And welcome, Maniacal. Congratulations.
GG, Maniacal. Congrats.
Thank you. GG, Stars.
This was a really rough seed, but I've had a lot of fun being Maniacal, and good luck on your next opponent, whoever that ends up being.
Yeah, it's gonna be in 4 weeks from now, Kishmo or someone who's coming up to play Kishmo, and Kishmo's really good, so I would really look forward to that matchup. That would be a lot of fun.
Old Mother Brain had speed booster.
Yep.
Wow.
I saw that and I thought, oh, nuts. I really thought about going down there immediately after power bombs too, but just didn't.
And charge was at the Sky Missiles.
Okay. Yeah, we knew we weren't going to check Sky Missiles when we got up there because it wasn't going to be an easy or quick check. And so what was in the gravity location and under the wreck ship reserve? Does anyone know that?
We don't know. Neither of you checked it.
I got Varia and I left immediately. So
we almost had.
Yeah, what route did you take?
Kind of the normal expected route until Big Pink. We checked the tube item, and then we decided we were going to go up and clear out what we could along the way. And if we didn't find anything to get to wreck ship, we would go down Red Tower and get the stuff in Alpha and Beta, and hope that we would be able to go to wreck ship after all of that without a CWJ. And
okay, so sorry, real quick. So you went tube missiles and then to Bryn cleanup, did you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Billy Mays, and before going to Billy Mays, we had a choice to make. We had 3 power bombs. It was check Billy Mays, or check Old Mother Brain and First Missiles, because we skipped the first missile check. And if we had switched that, if we had not checked Billy Mays, we would have gotten that speed booster. We would have went over to wreck ship. But we did do Fantoon with 3 E-tanks and no soups, which is the best we've ever done it. We were 2 hits away from death. So when we finished, we had 60 energy. So we're really happy with that Fantoon fight.
That's awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
See, I got to Fantoon pretty late because I had done all of Meridia before that. And so I had a bunch of E-tanks and gravity.
We skipped X-ray. Like we've said a few times, we don't like to check X-ray, so we skipped it. And then when we went back down, after Fantoon, we were thinking, okay, clean up Bubble Mountain, nothing there, go to Croc. And after Croc, we're like, we're just gonna go for it. We've got Varia. We know how to do the lava dive, even if it takes us a couple of tries. And luckily, we didn't have to reset. We were able to get through after a few attempts, but with no reset. And if we didn't have Screw Attack, we wouldn't have tried that, because lower North Air without Screw Attack, without Gravity, without Charge Beam, that's just a nightmare.
Without Plasma, it is a nightmare. The Screw Attack really did help carry you through there. And the heartbreaking moment for me, you know what that was.
We couldn't keep Wave Beam. We were so upset about that.
Yeah, we were speculating. I think you could have gotten out of there with a spring ball jump, but I think that was your only option.
It would have been. We would have to do a wall jump into a spring ball jump, and
Yeah,
we've
exactly.
never been able to do that.
The inputs for that are really tricky. I'm really bad at it as well. Like, you have to push 3 or 4 different buttons all in very rapid succession, and so you have to switch. At least for me, I have to switch to this really weird piano grip, and it makes my wall jumps really inconsistent. And yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't fault you for
we
giving
use
up
a
on it.
PS4 controller, so the start, but we have it set up just like like it would be a SNES controller. So the start and select buttons are really tiny, because on a
Yeah.
PS4 controller. So, and since you play on console, that start and select button's a bit bigger, so that's a lot easier for you to do. So we think we might switch our start button to be the touchpad. Like, we've got our select button set up as the touchpad, which is the whole big piece in the middle. That helps us, because we playing Hundo mostly for as far as regular speedruns go with this. You've got to item deselect. You've got to.
Yeah.
So we did that.
Makes a good amount of sense for sure.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to comment on with this one was A, it was really a really interesting seed, but B, once I went down Red Tower after Stars had gone up in the first race and then gotten bailed out, I was thinking that Stars may have looked for an opportunity to get to Wreck Ship first in this one. And so I wanted to skip the high jump boots check, but then go back up Red Tower post-Kraid. So that's what I was doing when I found Gravity. And when that came to be, I thought, okay, I can go to Meridia. I can go out through Meridia to Upper Red Tower if I completely brick there. But, like, it's possible that Gravity leads to Meridia here, and it doesn't want me to go to Wreck Ship. And so when Meridia was blank, I felt pretty bad about it, and then got Varia in Wreck Ship and thought, okay, I need to go now because I can clear Upper Norfair. But then when that was all blank, I thought, okay, I have Upper Wrecked Ship, the Bryn cleanup stuff like Blue Bryn that I didn't touch, and then it's like, well, I have Upper Norfair and then Lower Norfair. Lower Norfair, because of where Space Jump was, cannot have Speed Booster, but could have Ice Beam or Charge or something. So I was like, sure, Speed was probably chilling in Upper Wrecked Ship or something like that. And so at that point I was like, well, I'm either going to find Ice or I'm going to commit to the Crystal Flash Clip to Botwoon. And I got bombs at Ridley, which like made Crystal Flash Clip a lot more reasonable, but I still made the checks and like got bailed out by Ice Beam, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah, once we saw where Ice Beam was, we were like, we are getting that, definitely. And we had Spring Ball, that made it easy, so.
Yeah.
Also, what about getting Spring Ball as like the third item?
It was interesting. I used it in Construction Zone exit, so that was kind of fun. Doesn't come up much.
We were thinking this whole time, it's this first time it messes up our mock balls, we're going to turn it off and probably forget we have it. But actually, surprisingly, we didn't mess up but one of our mock balls using this thing the whole run, it felt like. So we're getting better with that.
Yeah, it can be tricky. I definitely messed up one mock that way. I forget which room it was in, but I was going for a strat that was going to be a mock into a spring ball jump, kind of like reverse Slinky.
Mm-hmm.
But I messed it up and got the bounce, and immediately just like went back to some sort of slower like run through the room and do kind of lame looking stuff strategies.
Well, once again, we really had a good time racing you, Maniacal. Thank you. Thanks, Smokey, for commentating. Dark Rid's on the restream, and we don't have the stream up, so we don't know who tracked. Was it Ghost Wizard?
It was Ghost, and actually, I think Ghost might have been paying little homage to me, as even after I mentioned Ghost, you need to remove Wave from Stars Tracker. As much as I hate to say it, it's still there.
And again, we always say thanks to everyone putting in their volunteer work behind the scenes to make all of this stuff happen. We really enjoy it. We're really happy that, as far as we knew, we were going to get knocked out of the tournament eventually. So we're really glad it was with someone that we respect really well, someone we kind of know a bit of. Someone that we didn't think we were going to challenge. We didn't think this was going to be close at all, but that first game was actually pretty good. So we were really excited about that.
Did you think you were going to get this far through the tournament?
No, we were kind of surprised that we beat O'Deer. He's got some really good movement. He's got good times. He's really familiar with Rando in general, so we were surprised. He won the first game, and then we come back and we took it to game 3, and we won game 3. I think, because he died, I think is how we won. So, we could have been anyone's game. If he hadn't died, he probably would have won.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's Stars' elimination bracket, relegating them to the limbo of Stream Team. And Maniacal will go to alternative winners round 4, and you know whom you shall be facing next? Or does that remain to be seen?
I think there's 3 matches that need to be decided before I get my next opponent on that prong of the bracket. But
between 6 and 9 games got to be played.
Yeah, it's a lot of folks, and Kishmo is the one that's closest in round 3, and Kishmo's very good, so I wouldn't be shocked if Kishmo's my next opponent, and I look forward to that matchup. And honestly, I really enjoyed this matchup, Stars. I'll echo everything you said. Was happy to get a matchup against someone whom I knew, and just play some good games, play some competitive games. That first race was really good, and I felt like I was behind for most of this race just because of how my decisions were panning out. And so a lot of my decisions late were like, okay, I need to make up ground. There's no other reason where I'm going to commit to like, okay, I need to go Crystal Flash Clip Bot Wound unless I feel like things are going very, very badly.
Yeah, we're really glad that we were able to put up enough effort to give you a bit of a pause there about how you play. So that makes us feel really good.
Yeah, I mean, it really influenced my play the way the seed was going and thinking of what your likely routing was, and just I'll be interested to watch it back and see, how wrong I was about context, but I basically, from 57 minutes, I kept thinking, okay, if it was Speed Booster at upper rect ship, then like the question is, when do you get back to gravity? And like getting back to X-ray was my one big worry. But if I was like, well, if it was Speed Booster and upper rect ship and Stars got back to gravity quickly, I'm just dead. Like there's no way I'm in this race. Like Charge is probably going to show up somewhere. And if not, there were roughly 75 super packs in this seed. So it's not like ammo was a thing.
Yeah, ammo was plentiful.
Yeah, I was like earmarking things. I was like, okay, well, right side sandpit is 2 supers. I can go back there if I need them. And then like I kept 3 supers from Croc, and I ended with like 3575 or 3580 or something egregious like that. It was a lot of ammo.
Very similar.
It was definitely in the 80s. Just FTR, the final ammo counts on this one: 125, 145, 60.
Yeah, sounds
So
right.
there you have it.
We had more power bombs available this race than the last one.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
race
true.
they were super scarce. There were 5 packs total, which is
Mhm.
kind of crazy. This one, I was honestly thinking about like, do I want to do Variolus Lower Norfair, and do I want to pick up ammo for Crystal Flashes? But it didn't get there. But I did grab like some extra E-tanks, and then I started skipping them and decided that I wasn't willing to do that today. But yeah, GG stars. I'm gonna go ahead, hop out. Thank you, Smokey, for the commentary. Thank you, Ghost Wizard, for the tracking, Darkwood for the restream. And I'll be looking forward to seeing how things progress in the tournament, see who I get to play next. Should be fun.
Oh, of course. And yeah, everything right back at you. So, good night, Maniacal. Take it easy. Yeah, you know, like you guys said, quite a seed. I'm inclined to go out on a limb and say this is about as trolly as an SMRAT seed gets. Well, maybe not if you know where to look for stuff in the right places. Maybe not so trolly if you had gone to Old Mother Brain early. But anyway, I don't know if stars are still in here with me. Looks like
Okay.
it, but oh, there! I just heard your voice. I was gonna say it didn't look like you were muted. But, well, I think you guys are probably, unless someone else really wants to, because you're probably going to be hearing my voice again on Saturday at noon as my good pal Phoenix Down is racing and usually insists on having me on mic to give him good fortune and luck in his races. So,
We had quite a few races scheduled today. In addition to Phoenix Down versus Nitorific happening in 2 days, that would be Saturday. We also have on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, Swap versus Captain Dapper. They're going to do game 2 and 3 if needed. Then after that, it looks like Sunday,
on
Amadeus.
Sunday, back-to-back Amadeus and Rasu.
Yeah, so these are going to be really exciting races, you know, with the tournament brackets narrowing down a lot. Like, we think the winners bracket is getting down to the top 8 on almost all counts.
Wow, nice. All right, well, stay tuned, definitely, everybody. Follow Everybody in Sight if you are not doing so already. The Smoke Mistress is getting sleepy, so she is going to sign off and say, sweet, sweet dreams, everybody. I mean that now, especially as we have entered the twilight hours. It's after midnight. So good night. Anything more to add, Stars?
No, thank you, everyone. Good night.
Okay, good night.